Fate War is a game that just launched earlier this week on August 5th, 2025. It's made by IGG, the same developers as Lords Mobile. What's strange about that is I only heard about this game from one of my friends, Tribs. Shout out to Tribs in Discord. He let us know, and we looked at some videos and got excited about the launch, and now we're playing here on server 2 in the Reb Alliance. Hey guys, this is Heretic, and in this video I'm going to give a brief overview of the game Fate War and give you my initial impressions and a few little tricks for getting started in the game. This channel is all about mobile gaming, including reviews and strategy guides, so that you can get the most out of your gaming experience. If you like the video and you like videos like this, be sure to let me know in the comments section and subscribe and like if you haven't already. It helps out so much. In Fate War, you will eventually arrive at your village, which is what I'm in right now. That's within your keep, or your castle, which is what you see here on the world map. So I'm going to go back in here. Within this village, you will need to build, repair, and upgrade the buildings within to keep your villagers busy doing what they do best, which is gathering. And in the case of my villagers, they really like to party, so we're gonna go ahead and keep them going here, keep them happy. So it's important to keep them happy. And so here I'm going to upgrade. As you can see here, you upgrade the houses, you can get more villagers, they become happier, they produce more. You keep them busy in the mines, and you can also go across in the map and you'll see different things that they can gather. And you can just, in general, you can keep them busy. You just go through here and click all of these things that'll just allow them to gather additional resources for you. You also have villagers that you'll assign to different resource nodes. Grab this chest too. Chests are a good way of getting some resources. Do that, and they're throughout the map as well. And you have what starts out as a small portion of your village that's available to you. And then from there, you're going to have to go and explore. And when you explore, I'm going to show you. I have an area that I can explore now, if I can find it. Alright, so to explore, you'll see this little flag here. I can occupy. And so this gives me this section, this whole section of the map of the village that'll be available to me now, which can include additional buildings. It can include monsters to attack. It can give me additional villagers here. Welcome. It can give you soldiers as well. Is that what that is? What is that? That's mushrooms. You can get some mushrooms. Gather some mushrooms. Here's a new building. A mine. So now I can construct a mine. This will allow me to gather stone faster. I can assign some villagers to it. Here. I don't have an ox cart available, but maybe I can get one at some point. That would be amazing. But yeah, there we go. And then the same thing. Now I can go to the next area, and for me to be able to get into that area, I need to find a road, maybe, usually a road, but maybe not in this case. So what I'm gonna do, and this one has a chest in it, so that would be great. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can attack this. Go in and pick my troops. We're evenly matched. You have to make sure here that you keep them healed up, and my troops are healed. Let's see how we do. And so one thing is that I have troops that are outside the castle right now, and they are helping the Alliance, my tribe in this game, with defending a key point against other tribes. And so there's a couple of chests here, so this would be a really good territory, a really good area to uncover. And that's what we'll do. We also have this medium mine. I can upgrade it. And so I get these kind of knowledge coins here that I can use to upgrade and kind of produce more, which is what you want. So that's good. And so once you do that, then that mine will be gathering even when you're offline, as long as you have villagers assigned to it. And so it looks like I did not win that battle. I can go here into my mail over here, and I can see defeat. So that's no bueno. But what I could do is, because I have troops on the outside, I can come over here and I could bring troops home, which I'm not going to do right now. I'm not going to bore you through that. So the first trick I wanted to show you here is I'm playing in landscape, and I'm actually playing on my iPad here. I also have an Android telephone that I play on, and I was playing that on first on portrait, and then I switched to landscape. So by default, it's going to be in portrait mode, which is great. I like portrait mode for chatting. It's just a lot easier to chat that way, but being able to switch landscape mode for almost everything else you do within the game is definitely good. So to do that, you would go over here to your profile. You want to go down to the bottom left to settings, system settings, and then scroll down to the bottom, and you have switch display. So I could switch to portrait, and then it would reload in portrait, or I can keep it here in landscape now. But at the beginning, if you want landscape, that's how you can do it. So this just became available in iOS with an update today. So all of you iPhone, iPad users out there, make sure that you go in and update the game to get the latest version, to be able to go to landscape mode. So like I was saying, the other kind of big tip that I can have, if you call it a tip, one thing you're going to want to do is go through all of these events, and there's a billion of them, and go through there and get all the free stuff that you can. You'll get a ton of resources that way. You'll get a ton of resources just by going through and exploring the map more, and you also get resources from killing the monsters that are out here. So I can go through here, and if I win this battle, then I'll get more resources in my pack, and I can use the resources to help me update any buildings out there. And you're going to have to do this constantly, and you're going to run low on stamina, and then you have stamina potions that are given to you at the beginning of the game that'll help you out too. But you'll definitely want to do that and go through here, do as many of these events and things that you can just for the free resources and speed ups and things that you get. So when you first start the game, in the first couple days, if you put the time in, you can get to maybe level 12, 13, maybe even 14 in the first 2 days, maybe a little bit longer to get there. But after that, I've noticed the game slows down quite a bit. You will get some really good gem rewards, and you can use those to speed up your building. Don't do that. So as you go through and you start to build something, let's go find something that I can build pretty easily. That's not going to cost me. So I can go in here and it shows 10 minutes. Well, I could have used gems to just complete it if I had them. But like I'm showing now, is you go into the speed up afterwards and just use the quick use if you want. If it's short enough, just let it go. You have multiple builders, you can go in and build multiple things, and just let that go. Wait the 4 minutes while you do other things. Try to conserve your gems as much as you possibly can, even your speed ups, because those are going to become critical as you go. Eventually you're going to have to unlock this, they call it the Woden's Ring, and once you do that, then you'll be able to get out to the map, and if you're in a tribe, you'll be able to teleport to their area. So again, when you first come in, just make sure you go through and explore as much of the map as you possibly can. Make sure you're upgrading these mines and buildings that are out here so that you're producing more. Your villagers are producing. And speaking of your villagers, make sure that they're busy. And make sure that they're, always producing for you to make it a little bit easier on you. If not, you're going to run into trouble pretty quickly. But you can go through here and you can assign to different nodes. Here you can just make sure, look, I can have, in this new mine, I could add 2 more villagers, so I'm going to do that. Just to keep them all busy. And I'm going to go through, you know, when I'm not doing anything else, I'm going to go through and collect. And the more of this stuff I can collect, the more resources that I'll have to be able to build up. So you just want to keep doing that. These aren't going to cost you any stamina to pick up. Killing monsters will, but not just gathering. So you want to do as much of that as you possibly can. So for my kind of initial thoughts of the game, I do like it. It's a very pretty game in the mobile strategy space. I am going to continue playing it, and you know, if you want to play, join me in Discord. Look at the Discord link in the description of this video and reach out to me within there, and we'll get you invited over into our tribe here in server 2. And with that, take care. And I will, just as a note, I will have a follow-up video on Fate War in the next week or so to give you my kind of more detailed thoughts on the game after playing it a little bit more. All right, take care.